You can't just walk in and just expect to pick up the phone at 9 a.m. and start dialing. You know that's not going to happen. And if it does happen, what a terrible day of prospecting that will be for you. It will be absolutely brutal. And what a waste of time. What's going on, rock stars?
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? You guys doing all right?
So far, so good.
Good, excellent. So just a couple of housekeeping. If it gets a little loud, I will mute everybody. But if you guys all keep it, the way it is now, it's perfect. If you have a questions, put it in the chat. Otherwise, if you're not muted, you could just ask the question. Plain and simple. All right. So a couple things. Our theme for this quarter is the push. That's our theme for the quarter. What does that mean? Well, you're going to get a lot of distractions from now until the end of the year. And it's real important that you decide today. You decide right now what days will be your work days and what days will be time off. We all deserve time off, and there's a lot of things coming up. But the biggest problem that most realtors get is when they get closer to that holiday season, they take way too much time off, right? And they think they're working, but the reality they're not. They're doing what we call the rocking chair syndrome, where there are a lot of movements, but you're not going anywhere, right? You're shuffling papers from one side of the desk to the other side of the desk. But what you're avoiding is the key elements, such as lead gen, lead follow-up, and going on appointments, right? The key is going on appointments. So we need to decide. If it's not going to be a work day, then decide it today. Don't decide it the day of, right? I have selected, for example, December 23rd as my last work day, right? I will work hard till that day and then take time off into the new year. You should do the same. Pick the day. I don't care what day it is, but you need time off, but we start today deciding on it. So push, push, push. All right, next, hope you mark this in your calendar, October the 1st. October the 1st, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are having a group call. That group call is replacing any call that we would have had from October the 4th to the 15th, because those 2 weeks I will be at Success Summit. And of course, I'm taking a week off. So no coaching calls those 2 weeks. Please mark that down. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, let's talk real estate. I got a few of you guys already lined up. Starts next week. Next Monday, I will be interviewing realtors. So what is that? Let's Talk Real Estate is an interview that I will do with you. And I could do it with you every month if you wish. And the goal really is to create kind of a 5-minute video that you can download and then publish on your social media channels. I, in turn, will do the same on my end, right? For those of you who are having a tough time creating videos, it's like, hey, I know we have the videos, right? This will be a little bit that you can use, right? I do still want you to create your own videos, all right? Yeah, and Success Summit. Have you registered for Success Summit? If you have not, please do so. It is going to be awesome. Questions, concerns, hallucinations. Yesterday, we talked about time management. Today, we will continue that conversation. Right? Does anyone have anything with time management, anything that we covered yesterday that you have any questions regarding? Crickets. All right, cool. All right, so we started off with, hey, your AM hours should be about building the business, and your PM hours should be taking care of the business. Now, I get a lot of questions like, why? Why that? Why build a business in the AM hours? Aren't people at work? Right? Who's home in the AM hours, right? Let's be honest. Is that a really good time to pick up the phone and call people, right? And I'm going to say that that's a great question. That is a great limiting belief. Let's put it that way, okay? It's a limiting belief because it's not reality. Are there people at home at 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. There really are people at home at 9 a.m. In fact, those people that you call at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. are the same ones that you can do business in the afternoon, right? And not have to wait to 7 or 8 o'clock at night to meet with them. right? So what I'm saying to you is this. There are some very good reasons why we start with building the business versus taking care of the business. So let's share them up. Why do we need to, should we make our prospecting calls in the AM? I just want to know from one good reason we should do it.
Get it done with.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever read that the book is, it's Eat That Frog. I think it's what's his name? Anyways, it's doing the hard thing first. Picking up the phone and making your prospecting cards is not calls is not easy. So getting the hard thing done out of the way. Right? We all know that we need to follow up on leads. We all know we have to connect with our database. We all know we need to call around and mill around within our lead sources. And yes, getting it out of the way is a very good reason to do it in the morning, right? When do you have the most energy? When you're
Morning.
Yeah. So your energy is there. That would be number two. Reason number two, you have higher energy. Okay. Reason number three. Consistency. See, think about it. When do you normally go on appointments with your buyers and sellers? Are you typically going appointments at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m.? Not normally.
No.
Okay. There are those odd times where that will happen, but the reality is being consistent is key. In this real estate business, that being consistent is probably the most important factor for success. So if we can get it out of the way in the morning when we have the least amount of distractions, that would be reason number three for doing it in the morning, right? And reason number four is the fact that your clients will want to meet with you, and it's typically in the afternoon and evening. So the whole goal is to make their calls in the morning so you can set appointments in that afternoon and evening, okay? Any questions regarding why we're prospecting in the morning? Does anyone still have a hang up? Limiting belief about it? I get Anthony's like, I'm not sure if I still want to do this in the morning, right? Anthony, don't pick on me, right? Hey, listen, your beliefs are your beliefs are your beliefs. They are what they are. I'm looking at building the possibility of a successful business that you can scale up. And what we know to be true is you need both that balance of building the business and taking care of the business, right? If it's easier to build the business in the morning, then do it. If it's easier for you to do it in the evening, sell me on that idea. That's what I want you to sell me on the idea that you can consistently prospect at 3 o'clock in the afternoon or at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and not be interrupted and not have to go on appointments, and you can do it consistently for 90 days. You prove that to me, and I won't say this anymore. I won't even talk about this anymore. Right? Because that's not true. It's not going to happen. Right? All right. So time management. Let's go to the next point. Time management, what you need to have done is put them into blocks of time, like little blocks of time. So Tom says this all the time. If it's not in your schedule, it doesn't exist. If it's not in your schedule, it doesn't exist. What does that really mean? If it's not in my schedule, it doesn't exist. It means that there's no need for you as a professional realtor to just drop everything for one client. There's no need for that. You're not a brain surgeon. It's not life and death. You don't have to return that call immediately. You don't have to pick up that phone call right away. It really isn't that important. You choose the way you want to live your life. So if you're reacting to things, then what's going to happen is you're going to burn out, right? You're going to burn out. If you want to have this awesome life where, hey, there's a balance between my personal and my business life, you need to really have that control of scheduling everything, including date night. Now, when I was selling, and I was really selling homes, now that's more, it's coming to me. But when I was out there actively as an agent selling homes, I can tell you that I was coaching 2 kids in high up hockey, and I was on the bench for both teams. So I was on the ice 6 to 7 days a week. Right? How does someone have the balance of raising of coaching and raising the kids and still have a successful real estate business and running a team? And the only way that that would work is by scheduling, by having the time blocked in your schedule. So let me give you an example of what I'm referring to. This is a schedule from one of our top agents, Kenneth Decker, right? This is her schedule. And you guys can see that, right? Say yes, somebody.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. So in the schedule, as you can see, she gets up at 4:45. She gets herself ready, drops off the kid, dealing with the kids from 6:30 till about 8, drops them off at 8, right? Gets into her team. Now she is running a team, and now she's prospecting early in the morning, getting it out of the way. As you can see, she does it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? Guess where her appointment times are? All her appointment times are in the afternoon. She controls that. That's her appointment time. And she's actually leaving the office. Who would love to leave the office at 4:30? Tell me who, right? So this is a schedule. And you can see even date nights are scheduled in there. Now, I'm just curious, raise a hand. Who has a schedule like that?
I wish.
Well, there's no need to wish. It's all about putting in blocks of time. Now, this is her schedule. This is what she wanted. She was important to her that the evenings be taken care of. So she prospects diligently every single day to be able to take care of people in the afternoon. Now, is this going to happen for everyone?
It can.
There it is. It can. If that's what you want, you definitely can.
Is there a calendar or something in particular you recommend, Danny?
I use my iPhone, right? So in my iPhone, it actually pops up on my iPad. So when I'm on my iPad, I can just type in my schedule. And if I don't know if you can see this, that's my schedule. And you can see it goes from Monday to Friday. And I've canned it in. So I go from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. is pretty much scheduled in. I have some stuff in the evening, but that's my calendar, right? So that's what you need to do is take a calendar. I don't care what kind of calendar. You can use Google Calendar, you can use your iPhone, your Galaxy, whatever you have, but create that calendar, create that structure. So let's break it down. What would be a simple schedule that we all can follow, right? Let's do it together. Who's got somebody? So what time should we get up?
5.
Ooh, 5 a.m. Who's up for 5 a.m.?
Yeah,
Like, what? We're at
easy.
5 a.m., right?
I can sleep in till 5.
Shannon's up at 4, right? So get up early, whatever that may be, okay? I'm not putting a number on that one, okay? I'm not putting a number. You decide, get up early. What's the next thing we should do?
Morning routine.
Okay, but let's be specific with the morning routine. Tell me more.
Exercise.
Exercise. Yeah, why? Why is exercise important?
Because it gets your blood flowing, energy.
Yeah.
It's a good start. I mean, I'm not saying that you need to go out there and do a P90X workout for an hour and a half, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I don't care if you just get up and you actually just stretch and that's your workout. I don't care if you just go outside and walk around the block, right? But if you have an exercise routine that you're happy, go ahead. Mine takes about 30, 40 minutes and I'm done, okay? So I'll get up, do my workout and I'm done, right? Now, we shower, get ready, get changed, have some breakfast, right? Maybe, deal with the family, deal with the kids in the morning, make them breakfast, get them ready. What time should we be in the office?
9.
8:30 maybe.
Ooh, okay, I'm getting, what else? I got 9, I got 8:30. Anyone for 8? Anybody for 8? No one's for 8. Okay, so what time you get in the office really depends upon what time you start your prospecting. Okay, this is real important. So if you're going to start your prospecting at 9 a.m., you can't just walk into the office, put your bag down. I mean, and when I say walk into the office, I know many of us work from home, but it's the same concept. Like when you walk through the door of your office, either at home at the office, you can't just walk in and just expect to pick up the phone at 9 a.m. and start dialing. You know that's not going to happen. And if it does happen, what a terrible day of prospecting that will be for you. It will be absolutely brutal. And what a waste of time. So you really need to prepare your mindset first before you make those calls, right? So we need to take some time. I call this the pre-prospecting routine. And does anyone know how long that takes?
15 minutes?
Okay.
Half hour.
15 minutes, just
1
a half
hour.
hour. Okay, I'm going with the 30 minutes. That's what I'm taking. Yes.
1 hour.
30, an hour. You could take an hour, but you don't have to. When you get it too long, then you're going to find something else to do. Right? If you're walking into your office at 8 a.m., expecting to prospecting at 9 a.m., I guarantee you something else will come up and take you away from your activity at 9 a.m. So you have to be militant in this case. You're coming in and you're going to, what's the word? You're going to come in and just start the process right away. It's like hitting the reset button. So I'm going to go 30 minutes. What do you do in these 30 minutes? Step one, write this down, is we need the mental prep. Mental prep. What does mental prep mean? You know, it's something that gets you going, it gets you pumped up, regardless of what's just happened to you this morning, flat tire, traffic, kids, husband, wife, whatever happened, right? When you get to come into the office, you're hitting the reset button, right? So what are things that would pump you up, get you really going, get you pumped up and going, right? So an example of that would be
Affirmation?
yeah, affirmations, my favorite, affirmations. Affirmations, you know, things that I've over the years I've taken stuff down just to that I like reading. It doesn't always have to be affirmations. It can be something inspirational that you've read over the years. It's like, hey, I like that, photocopy it, boom, got a copy of it. So definitely something that you read that inspires you. What else can you do in the morning to get that mental prep going?
Visualize?
We'll get to the visualization in a second. That's at the end. I'm talking about affirmations, mental prep.
Practice script? Objection?
You know it all, don't you, Renee? I'm
Not
gonna hold
really.
up the practice straight. I'm gonna say, how about a gratitude journal? What else
Yeah.
mentally preps you for your day, right? Writing out the 8 to 10 things that you're grateful for in this world, right? Having a journal that you write every morning. That will help you get in the right frame of mind. I would say playing your music, playing something that inspires you, that gets you going early in the morning, right? Something that pumps you up. Everyone's got that song that once it comes on, you're like, yeah, baby, yeah. It's like, yes, right? So what is it for you? Get something going that pumps you up, right? This should take you 10 minutes max. Mental prep. It's like hitting the reset button. Next, number 2 in your pre-prospecting routine would be practicing what you're going to say. And this is key. If you don't know what questions to ask, like if I'm going to prospect, I need to know where this conversation's going. What's the purpose behind this? So knowing questions. So I would say practicing your craft for 15 minutes is something that is critical before you make your calls, right? Having a clear understanding where you're going with this conversation, right? So that takes 15 minutes. And in the last 5 minutes, and Renee, you said it, it's visualizing the perfect outcome. It's closing your eyes, seeing yourself dialing the phone, right? Asking the questions to set that listing appointment, going through the pre-qualifying questions, find out the client's motivation. You visualize putting together the CMA and the listing package. You visualize driving to their house, knocking on their door, shaking their hand, right? You see this all in your mind's eye, right? Walking through their house, sitting down at the kitchen table. You visualize doing a great listing presentation. Have them sign the listing agreements. Then you're going outside, putting a for sale sign on their lawn, putting a sold writer on the for sale sign, and then you're driving away with like a $10,000 paycheck. See, is that not a better mindset than just coming in and dialing the phone, dialing a number?
Mhm.
When you take those 5 minutes, you take this 30 minutes to really, get yourself in the right frame of mind. The beauty about that visualization is your subconscious mind does not know the difference between fantasy and reality. So what you're doing here is you're programming the subconscious mind to say, hey, when I pick up a phone and I make a call, I get a paycheck.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you want?
Yep.
All right. Anyone have any questions regarding that?
You forgot one thing about the routine.
Okay, tell me more.
Listen to Danny's Daily Huddle.
That's why it's
Be
at
on the call.
7:30 and not at 8:30.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm sharing with you is set yourself up in the morning, make the calls in the morning because that's where you become more productive. Have your appointments set in the afternoon and evening. Use blocks of time, right? And don't come into the office too early. Just come into the office early enough where you could do your routine, jump on the phones, right? There's no checking emails. There's no checking voicemails. There's not taking a look on your computer. It's boom, 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 get her done. And then you move forward. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, now everyone's got to unmute themselves. Well, unless you're in a noisy place, and don't do that. All right, everyone unmuted? All right, so tough question. This is a tough question, guys. What day is it today?
Money
Money
making
making
day.
day.
What? I can't hear you. Say it again.
Money
making
making
Where's
day.
the love, boy? Come on, where's the love? It's a money-making day, baby. It's a money-making day. If you're on this call, it's a money-making day for you. So who do you have to call? Who do you have to talk to? What limiting belief do you have to blow up and say, forget about, and get going on this? You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Danny.
Hey, guys.